Hello, good day, guys. My name is Nick, technical analyst with SuperForex. Today, I'll be sharing with you the technical analysis on the currency pair, the New Zealand dollar to the United States dollar. As usual, we'll be talking about fundamental analysis first before we move right down ahead to the technical analysis, which involves purely what we're seeing on the chart. And as usual, you know that the NZD USD is a much more focused pair, and the fundamentals says that investors around the world will be watching the US markets this week, which is the busiest week of the fourth quarter earnings. The Federal Reserve has a monetary policy announcement, and we get the first look, as we can see right here on the New Zealand dollar chart, and a lot of excitement at this point, and a lot of excitement at this point after we noticed a huge resistance point, the 0.72 point, and has the price has never exceeded this point in the recent times. We can also notice huge resistance points still at the 0.72 zone, a little extension to 0.72400. And we get the first look out at the Q4 GDP, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average extended the slide for the third trading day. And also you can notice that NASDAQ 2 and the S&P 500 held onto their gains. So this performance reflects the market belief and that big tech earnings will be strong. If they are right, this trend could carry over to the Dow and take currencies higher, currencies especially like the United States dollars, as we can see already powering downwards. If they are right, this trend could carry over to the Dow and take currencies way much higher. For now, most of the major currencies made a little pullback on Monday, which we noticed here. Before now, much more obvious trend change because of the most recent resistance being hit, and then a fall back towards the initial trend. So while FOMC and GDP are important, we expect corporate earnings to have a bigger impact on FX and equity flows. Strong results were hoped for a more robust late Q1 and early Q2 recovery. So now down to technical analysis on the chart. We can presume obviously a downtrend from this trade, but much more confirmation will be a breakout from the support. And of course, being our 1 hour time frame, we could also still check a much more better confirmation on the daily time frame. So from here, we can see that this most recent resistance is much more visible at this point. And then this breakout from this previous candle, yesterday's candle, which ended up with a little bit downward push from the upside. And now a much more confirmation showing us that a probable sell from this trend today. So we will be looking out for major resistances, and our pivot point will be at the point 0.7215. And our preference, obviously the downside prevails as long as the 0.7215 is resistance. And alternative scenario means the upside breakout, going back to our 1 hour time frame. An upside breakout, which is our alternative scenario, means if things don't go well, or rather if things go south, we're going to be having a much more reversal pattern, probably if it gets to this point at 0.71524, and a probable reversal back to the uptrend. The upside breakout of 0.7215 would call for 0.7244 and 0.7261 in extension. And in confirmation to this, our RSI is below its neutrality area at 50. So the MACD is below its signal line and it's negative. The configuration as well is negative. Moreover, the price stands below its 20 and 50 period moving average, respectively, at 0.7193 and also 0.7200 right on the dot. So we have major support and major resistances point. Going back to our daily time frame, we have major support, major resistance points at 0.7261 and also at 0.7244. and also at 0.7215. Then also we have at 0.7203, and last for the resistance point we have at 0.7190. Then for the resistance zone we have, or rather for the support zone, we have 0.7151 and also 0.7134, as well as 0.7117, real close, and then the next closest support zone is 0.7099. So back to our 1 hour time frame, if we were to make an entry at this point, following the much needed confirmation of a sell trend to the 0.71 zone, we should be having nothing less than 50 pips from this trade, and an extension to the most recent support will be an extension to 60 pips, 71 pips thereabout. So that's our analysis on today's currency pair, the New Zealand dollar to the United States dollar. I remain your host, Nick. Bye for now.